What is up guys, it is your boy Jimmyos here, back with another video, and in this video I'll be showing you the real best money making methods in Hypixel Skyblock, part 3. Really quickly, did you guys know that only 12.3% of you guys are actually subscribed? So if you guys could subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And at 1.6k subs, I'll be doing another 5 mil giveaway, so just drop a comment your IGN and why you should win, and then I'll pick a winner once we hit that goal. The methods I'll be mentioning in this video are mainly from other parts, but with more updated versions based off of the new balance changes and updates that came to Skyblock. This will be a more updated guide and will prove useful and will also help you make a lot of money. So make sure to stay tuned to the end and enjoy the video. As always, I'll be linking more in-depth guides in the description for each method, so you guys should watch this video and then go check out the description if you want to learn more about the individual money making methods. Anyways, let's just get right into the video. So the first method we have is actually worm fishing. In part 2, I was about to put worm fishing in, but then my guild begged me to not put it in, but now that not many people are actually doing it, it's actually a reasonably good method. Worm fishing can make up to 10 million coins an hour and is obviously a really good method for all stages of the game, but you do need at least fishing level 25 to use shark scale armor, which is the best armor you need for it. The optimal gear you want to use is full shark scale armor with Legion 5, even if there's no one around you, it's pretty handy to have, a maxed out Rod of the Sea, and an ammonite pet. When you worm fish, you want to go to the precursor ruins and find a spot with lava that isn't in the magma fields. From there, you can build around you to make a little fort, I guess you could say, and then you can fish away. There you go. That's all you need to do, really. Overall, it's a pretty simple method, and it's also very, very effective. Now, I know I've mentioned this method before in part 1, but I want to bring it back again because there's been some recent balance changes that have really affected this method as a whole. And this method is Gemstone Mining. Gemstone Mining was nerfed because so many people were making money, but fortunately, it is still a very, very effective method, and you can make up to 25 million coins an hour from it. The only problem with this method is it costs a lot of money and will set you back on some time, and it's quite boring to do, but you can always watch a movie on your phone, or if you have a second monitor, watch a movie there, and from there you can do whatever you like. Gemstone mining is very, very expensive, like I said before, and you'll probably need at least a titanium drill DRX655, full Divan's armor with all gemstone slots unlocked with at least flawless gemstones, and either a level 100 Scather pet or a level 100 Bal pet. This will set you back about 1 billion coins, but you can make the coins back pretty easily. Now, when I said it was nerfed before, I'm talking about when the NPC sell price for the gemstones was halved. So unfortunately, you don't really want to sell it to the NPC, you really want to sell it to Bazaar, but as of now, I'd recommend selling it to the NPC because there's been lots of dupers duping gemstones, which has really affected and fluctuated the gemstone prices on the Bazaar market. Overall, this method is the best in the game still, and it is also very, very, very effective, and you will make your money back on the gear you spent very quickly. Method number 3, the Spooky Festival. Now, I know I mentioned spooky fishing in part 1 to this series, but I had just participated in a spooky festival of a few days ago, and I realized how much money it actually makes on its own. This is mainly focused towards early game players, and when I actually participated in this, I was using a brand new profile, and I made over 1 million coins in an hour. As you could probably tell, 1 million coins for a brand new profile is actually pretty good, and considering it only takes an hour to get that is even better. All I did was I went to the graveyard and I hit mobs just like that. I also waited at the graveyard for the Spooky Festival mobs to spawn, and from there I killed them, which gave me lots of candy and even the chance of a trick-or-treat basket. These trick-or-treat baskets have a chance to drop this thing called ectoplasm, and so do the Spooky Festival special mobs. This sells for 70,000 coins, but during the Spooky Festival it fluctuates, and I sold mine for 110,000 coins per. I got 11 of these, I'm pretty sure, in 1 hour, and with my friend, he also got another 11, so we got a combined total of 2.2 million coins. As you can see, this method is very efficient for early game players, and it's also a really quick way to make money. It's also very time efficient, and is a very fun thing to do with your friends. Method number 4. Enderman Slayer. Now, I know I mentioned this in my part 1 to the video, but there was also a bunch of balance changes to Enderman Slayer and how it works. I did Enderman Slayer a bit more after the video, and I got to around 170,000 XP, so I've done my fair share of Enderman tier 4 bosses, and it's safe to say that some information I said in part 1 was incorrect. Enderman Slayer also received nerfs like Gemstone Mining, where relic stacking was actually patched. Relic stacking was where you used an ender relic and an ender artifact and their abilities to reduce damage stacked together, and you could use better gear for damage during the Enderman Slayer bosses. Fortunately, there have been new metas and ways to do these bosses without relic stacking and not dying. And after the nerfs, most people haven't done Enderman Slayer, so the prices have skyrocketed. I bought this Ender Relic for 160 million coins, and now it's already at 209 million coins, as you can see in the GUI. Since this happened, the Judgment Core prices are also very expensive. As you guys can see here, the lowest bid for a Judgment Core is 719 million coins, and the lowest bid for a Terminator, which is clean, is 940 million coins. This proves that Enderman Slayer is an even better money making method now, but there is a really strong downside to it. The downside I'm talking about is Final Destination Armor. Unfortunately, Final Destination Armor has been really buggy lately, and the defense it gives on the ability only procs on the boss. And sometimes when you're mid-boss, it would completely get rid of the defense that the piece gives you and you would get one-tapped. You can counter this by using only one Final Destination piece or no Final Destination pieces at all. In fact, you could probably use Necron armor or a tuck chestplate and Necron leggings and boots, and you would be completely fine as long as you did enough damage to go through the phases without your wither shield running out. You still want to be using a Warden helmet, an Ender Dragon pet, and an Atom Split katana for the tier 4 bosses, and overall this method is extremely good as of now. I personally just recently sold my Enderman Slayer set, and I can tell you that the Null Sphere prices are also really expensive, so you can make lots of profit every single boss you do. Method number 5, Floor 7. Now I know I mentioned dungeons in part 1, but there have also been a few changes to dungeons that I want to talk about. Number 1 is that secret duping was patched, as well as a few other balance changes were rolled out to really help and improve the quality of dungeons as a whole. This meant a few people, aka pros, who secret dupe quit dungeons and are doing something else like starting a new profile or maybe even doing slayers or skill grinding. This means that floor 7 prices of all the drops went up, especially the Necron's handle. As you guys can see here, the lowest bid Necron's handle is 649 million coins, and when I uploaded part 1, it was only 510. The price increase of this item has gone up so much since recent balance changes, and so many people have been getting Cat of 50 that they just quit dungeons, and it's overall an efficient money making method to do. I can neither confirm or deny that Necron handle prices have gone up, just because I haven't actually got some solid proof from it, but it does seem that Necron handle chances have gone up, and I'm assuming it's around 1 in 1,000 or 1 in 2,000. This does counteract it because the new 1.0 update that is coming out in hopefully 2022, or maybe even late 2021, does in fact bring some new changes to dungeons that'll improve your dungeon runs as a whole, making you do faster times, which equals more Necron handles. Overall, this method is extremely effective, and even if you don't drop a Necron's handle, you can still drop the minimalistic things, and you'll still make a very, very large profit. Now, I never thought I would say this, but I'm going to mention dragons in this video. Dragons are completely RNG dependent, and sometimes you can be really lucky, and sometimes you can be really unlucky. The reason I'm mentioning this is because of the Ender Dragon pet prices. As you guys can see here, the lowest bid for a level 11 epic Ender Dragon is 360 million coins, which is insane. And the lowest bid for a level 1 legendary Ender Dragon with tier boost is 395 million coins. Obviously, you don't really want to be buying level 1 pets as it's going to take a long time to level up, so you want to be buying level 100 pets. This one's got 10 out of 10 pet candy used, and it's at 409 million coins, which is absolutely insane. Superior Dragon Armor is also at a reasonable price at 5 mil for the boots, 6.5 mil for the helmet, 8.5 mil for the chestplate, and 9.1 mil for the leggings. Other dragon sets don't really make much money, even though this is entirely RNG dependent. This is a really good money making method to do if you have a lot of time on your hands and a lot of free coins to spend. Method number 8, lowballing. This method has become extremely popular throughout the community, and there are heaps and heaps of people doing it day by day. The reason being is because this method is so good for money that people are making billions daily. You see people like Totally Alex, who's an extremely good auction flipper, lowball all the time, and he makes heaps of profit off of it. What lowballing essentially is you'd go into a Discord server or DM someone who has an auction up and say that you want to offer them a price for their item that's lower than the lowest bin. I generally see around 7 to 15% lowballs, and that can make a huge profit over time, especially on items that have a really high price. On screen now is a template for lowballing if you guys want to use this, and you can send it in Discord server trading channels, but be careful, do not send it in Skyblock C, they will get really mad at you for doing that, so just beware. Overall, this method can even be better than Gemstone Mining if you get a really good deal, and yeah, it's just amazing. I can't tell you how good this method is. I've done it before and it made me so much money. The next method is Sludge Mining. I did mention sludges in my part 1 before, but I have to say, since the jungle pickaxe was fixed, sludge mining has become a very effective money making method. All you want to do is get a jungle pickaxe. In this case I'm using my stonk, which will not make any money by the way. But I do not have a jungle pickaxe on me right now, and you just want to walk around mining hardstone. So yeah, so you want to mine this hardstone right here. And you'll have sludges that'll spawn. You really want to be able to insta-break this, and you want to use the mole perk, which will dig more blocks around you. And then sludges will spawn, and then you kill them. They drop sludge juice, and you sell it to the Bazaar. This method is extremely effective, and can make up to 8 to 10 million coins per hour, depending on your luck. Another bonus for this method is it's also really cheap to do, and it will only set you back around 6 to 7 million coins, depending on the gear that you use. I personally don't insta-break hardstone with my storm armor, but you'll probably be able to insta-break hardstone with something like goblin or glacier armor if you really want to. You want to also be using a really efficient pet that has high mining speed, and the jungle pickaxe of course. The final method on this list isn't really a method, but it's just to help you out in general. When I mentioned auction and bazaar flipping in my first part to this series, I failed to mention that there is some auction flipping and bazaar flipping mods to help you out a ton. The auction flipping mod is called Skyhouse, and there is a premium and there is a free version of this. I personally use the free version because I don't auction flip much, but this is a very useful mod to have. All this mod does is it searches for items that are flipped, and from there you can buy those items or bid on them, and you can resell them for a higher price. It's a very easy tool to use. You just put in your minimum profit, minimum quantity, or max price, you press search, and it gives you a bunch of items you can flip. It's sorted from highest profit to lowest, and all you really need to do is just press on the item and it will bring it up, and you buy it, and then you sell it for the price it shows when you hover over on this eye here. It shows that I can buy it for 4.4 million coins and sell it for 5 million coins, which I'm not going to do because I don't want to buy things right now. But this is a very effective mod to use, and overall is amazing. I don't have the bazaar flipping mod on me, but I know it's on Badline client and I've used it many times before. It brings up a little menu here next to your inventory GUI, and it shows you all the items that are really good to flip right now based on profit margins and the amount of people buying and selling it. I'll have a link to these mods Discord servers in the description, and you guys can go check that out. Overall, in this video, I mainly covered methods that I previously mentioned in different parts before, but I gave updated versions of those methods so you guys can do them more efficiently and effectively. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe because yet again, at 1.6k subs, I'll be doing a 5 million coin giveaway, so make sure to drop a sub, comment your IGN and why you should win, and I'll pick a winner once we reach that goal. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching, peace out.
Fill me out with your smile, like the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out.